Good morning, everyone. My name is Kanika Tiwari, and today I am here with my mock seminar course that is Programming in Java. So, first of all, we will learn that what is Java and why we need Java. What are the properties of Java? So, Java is a high-level language that is developed by the Sun Microsoft in the year 1995. Today, James Gosling is known as the father of Java. If I talk about the properties of Java, it is a platform independent language. It also supports the OOPS concepts. It is secured language and a platform independent language. And it also supports exceptional handling and it also have multi-threading and many more other properties. Now, our next topic is JVM, means Java Virtual Machine. JVM is an abstract machine that is responsible for compiling and executing the code. It is the part of the Java runtime environment, means JRE, which calls the main function of the program. Now, this is the first program that we learned in the Java, the Hello World program. Now, next is what are comments? In Java, the comments are used to add the exclamatory note in the code. They are basically ignored by the compiler. This is only for the readability purpose. So, if I talk about the types of comments, there are two types of comments. First one is single line comment that is uh, that is denoted like this, and next one is multi-line comments that in which the opening bracket is like this and the closing is like this. Now, our next topic is data type. So, firstly, we will learn about data type. What is data type? So, data type specifies the type of the data that the variable carries or holds. So, data type is also categorized into two parts, that is the primitive data type and second one is the reference data type. So, primitive data types, these are the basic data types provided by the Java. There are 8 types of primitive data types like int, char, double, byte, short, long, float, and char. Now, next one is reference data type. These refers to the objects in Java, which include the instance of the classes and arrays. In this, the examples we can carry like string, objects, and array. Now, our next topic is expression. So, expression is a combination of the variables, operators, and method invocation that be can be evaluated to produce a value. There are different types of expression like arithmetic expression that include subtraction, multiplication, division operators. Second one, we can say the increment and decrement operators. Next, the logical operators, and there is also comparison operators and some special types of operators like conditional operators and many more. Now, our next topic is before jumping into the OOPS concept, we should have some prior knowledge of some few concepts. So, first one is what is class? Let's talk about the class. Class is a user defined data type which holds its own data type and the member function, which can be accessed and used by creating an instance of a class. It is also known as the blueprint of an object. So, here is a small example of class, how we created a class. So, our next topic is object. What are objects? An object is an instance of a class. When a class is created, there is no memory allocation. But when object is initialized, then only the memory is allocated. So here is the example how we create and use an object. Our next topic is OOPS. So first of all, we will learn what is OOPS. So, OOPS is object oriented programming. As a name suggests, uses objects in programming. So, object oriented programming aims to implement the real world entities like inheritance, encapsulation, abstraction, and polymorphism. Now, let's talk about these terminologies in OOPS. First one is encapsulation. Encapsulation is defined as wrapping up the data and information under a single unit. Our next topic is polymorphism. Polymorphism itself says many forms. Like we can take the example of function overloading. Function overloading is a feature in OOPS in which two or more functions have the same name but have the different parameters. Now, our next topic is inheritance. Inheritance means inheriting the properties from the base class. So, there are different types of inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. So, first one is multiple inheritance. In multiple inheritance, we have the two base classes like A and B, and these two base class properties are derived by the new base class. This is known as the multiple inheritance. Our next inheritance is multi-level inheritance. So multi-level inheritance is like we have one base class A, and the B has B is the derived class which have the properties of A, and we have again a class C that has the properties of B. So this B is also known as the intermediary class. In this, the properties are inherent in a certain level. So next inheritance is hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance is we have a base class A, and there are many such derived classes which are having the properties of base class. So this flowchart can be shown the hierarchical inheritance. Our last inheritance is hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance is the combination of two or more inheritances. Like in the given example, this example shows the hybrid inheritance combination of two inheritances. Like the first one shows the hierarchical inheritance, and the second shows the multiple inheritance. So this type of inheritance is known as the hybrid inheritance, which are having the two or more inheritances. So our next topic is abstraction. What is abstraction? Abstraction means displaying only the essential information and hiding the details. It refers to providing only the essential information about the data and to the outside world, and hiding the background details or implementation. This abstraction can be achieved by two ways. First one is by abstract classes, and next one is by interfaces. So our next topic is exception handling. So it is the mechanism which deal with the run time error or exception situation that may occur during the execution of a program. There are two types of exception, like checked exception and unchecked exception. In checked exception, we have certain categories like IO exception, SQL exception, class not found exception, and in unchecked exception, we have categories like arithmetic expression, null pointer exception, number format exception, and array out of bound exception. So our next topic is multi-threading. So multi-threading is a process of executing two or more threads simultaneously for maximum utilization of CPU. We can create thread in two ways: by creating the thread classes and runnable. Next one is runnable interfaces. So next one is, so this is my certification for the Mac seminar for completing the course in programming in Java. Thank you.